Danielle, welcome. Let's start it off with Lucid and Rivian. They're on deck to report their numbers. I won't call them earnings. There won't be any earnings. There'll be results. Now, Phil outlined some of the reasons why analysts and investors looking for updates on things like manufacturing costs, how much they're losing per car, China competition. What are you looking at?
So, Brian, when you look at these two stocks, I'm an options trader, and, they have really high implied volatility. So they do provide opportunity to sell premium based on which direction you're looking at these stocks. Now, for me personally, I am long-term bearish on both names. So I'm not owning the stock itself, but I like to trade them in the options market. Now, if you look at Rivian, this one's to me is the most interesting because you'll see that it's gapped up the last 3 quarters post earnings. So when you see something like that and you see it placing numbers that, they're not losing as much money as expected, what happens is you can get these short squeeze rallies after the fact. So even though the earnings aren't great, they might be better than expected. And with 15% short float, you may get a short squeeze rally. So if I can see the stock trade up above, $17, $18 tomorrow, that's where I would take an entry for a short squeeze play. But if you want to do something today, I think the best thing to do is simply just sell premium.
Not as bad as expected as the new winning, apparently. Danielle Shay looking for a possible short squeeze. We'll find. By the way, we'll cover these numbers on Last Call tonight at 7 p.m. Also, Danielle, on this critical day for NVIDIA, we just talked about Intel earlier. Let's talk about a different name, Synopsys, up 50% in 1 year. It's made a lot of money for investors. Tonight, you got analysts looking on AI-driven growth strategies, things like restrictions on Chinese suppliers. It's worth pointing out, Danielle, that Synopsys' EPS has beaten in 20 of the past 20 quarters. I'm not a math major, but that seems like 100%. And you're a buyer.
Exactly. And that's why I like to look for stocks exactly like this. I like to look for strong, long-term bullish trends, consistent EPS growth, and more importantly, I like to look for the reaction post-earnings. With this stock, you've seen it trade higher 11 out of the last 12 quarters. So for me, that's incredibly consistent. With this one, we don't have weekly options that we can trade in it, but I do like it for a buy here because it's pulled back into support. I think ultimately the target is going to be around $600 to $633. It has about a $42 expected move off of earnings. So if we do happen to get the off chance that it pulls back, that would only give me a better spot to buy into this stock to trade it onwards up into $600 a share.
Watching Synopsys, Lucid, and Rivian. Danielle Shay, Simple Trading. Danielle, we appreciate it. Have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you.